All right, so let's talk about converting. So let's say I give you something like 120 degrees, and because it's in degrees, I want you to convert that into radians. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a little bit of stoichiometry here. Okay, really basic stoichiometry. If you want something in degrees, technically I need the degrees to cancel. So I need degrees down here. So the units cancel, right? The degrees will cancel. And I want it to finish in radians. So I want radians up in the numerator. Okay? So at this point, all I need is a conversion factor. Nice and simple. Your whole unit circle is full of them. So we could use 0 is the same as 360 degrees and 2 pi, but I actually like this one right here. 180 degrees is equal to 1 pi. All I have to do is put that in here. Okay, degrees are here. I want to cancel. That's 180 degrees down here. And degrees, 180 degrees is 1 pi radian. All right, so as we go through and we do the math, 120 times pi, this would be 120 pi over 180. And now all I have to do is reduce this. Let's divide the top and the bottom by 10. So that would be 12 pi over 18. And both of these numbers are still divisible by 6. So when I divide them both by 6, I get 2 pi over 3. So my final answer will be 2 pi over 3. Okay, now the same thing works the opposite direction. So let's say I give you guys, for example, 11 pi over 6. That's in radians, right? And so if it's in radians, we want to convert it. We want to finish in degrees. Okay, so we get our little conversion factor here. If I start in radians, that means I want radians down at the bottom, so the units cancel. Okay, I want to finish in degrees, so I want degrees up top. Okay, and then I'm going to use the same exact number. 180 degrees is equal to 1 pi. So 180 degrees up on top is equal to 1 pi radians at the bottom. And now we just do the math, okay? So technically, if you notice, I got pi up top and I got pi down in the denominator. Those pi's are going to cancel, okay? So I have to do 11 over 6 times 180. Okay, so for me, I'm a person who likes to reduce first. I know that 6 times 3 is 18, so 6 times 30 is 180. So 6 will go into 180 30 times. Okay, so now 11 times 30 is 330, and then I just get a 1 on the bottom, so that's fine. So I get 330 degrees. Okay, so what's the quick rules for converting? Okay, first option, if you're in degrees, you want to put the degrees in the bottom, that's 180. You want radians at the top, that's 1 pi, and that will give you the radians. Or if I give you something in radians, I want the radians to cancel, so I put the radians on the bottom, that's pi. I put the degrees on top, that's 180. And after you do the math there, you'll be left with your answer in degrees. So that is how you convert degrees to radians and radians to degrees.